All right, today we're diving into a concept that's, well, it's a total game changer for families. It's called co-regulation. And if you're supporting an autistic adult, you're going to want to hear this. This framework can literally transform your daily life, cutting down on stress and building this incredible bridge to independence. So let's just get right into it. So to really get why co-regulation is so powerful, we have to start with the core challenge. I want you to picture a part of your brain that's like the air traffic control system at a super busy airport. It's managing every single thing coming and going. But what happens when that system gets totally overwhelmed? That air traffic control system? That's basically what we call executive functioning. And for a lot of autistic adults and their families, navigating challenges with it, well, it's just a daily reality. So what are we actually talking about here? Think of executive functioning as the brain's CEO. It's the part that helps us do things like start a chore, remember to handle daily hygiene, keep track of appointments, or, deal with a sudden change of plans. These are the skills that really let us manage our day-to-day lives.
Now, this is a cycle that so many families are going to recognize immediately. When those executive function skills get overloaded, it creates stress. And what does stress do? It throws the nervous system out of whack. We call that dysregulation. The kicker is that dysregulation makes it even harder to use those executive skills in the first place. It's this really frustrating feedback loop where everyone just feels stuck.
So how in the world do you break that cycle? This is exactly where co-regulation comes in. And it's not just some technique, it's the actual bridge that can take you from that overwhelmed state to one of stability and real capability. Let's break down what that means. At its very core, co-regulation is about one person's nervous system lending its calm to another. It's when a caregiver can bring this calm, predictable presence that helps their autistic loved one feel grounded, which then allows their own system to settle right down. It's all about sharing a feeling of safety.
And this is so important. We're not just talking about offering a nice word or a hug here. When a caregiver stays calm and supportive, they are literally, on a biological level, helping the other person's nervous system find its balance. And that is what allows the prefrontal cortex, our air traffic control, to finally come back online.
You can almost think of it like this. When you live together, you basically share a nervous system. Your emotional state has a direct impact on everyone around you, and their state totally impacts you. Just recognizing how interconnected you all are is a huge first step in making co-regulation work.
Okay, so we've established that a calm nervous system is the goal. But let's connect the dots. How exactly does this feeling of calm actually translate into better executive functioning? The ability to get stuff done. Co-regulation basically creates the perfect environment for the brain's CEO to get back to business. So let's look at how. Predictable routines lower anxiety, which makes planning way easier. A caregiver's calm energy helps with focus. Just starting a task together can get you over that initial hurdle of starting it all. Things like visual checklists take the pressure off of working memory. And of course, knowing when to just take a break prevents that total overwhelm and shutdown.
This all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? So let's get practical and look at some strategies your family can start using, like right away.
The good news is you can start really small. A simple check-in each morning about how everyone's feeling. Maybe using dimmer lighting to make the house feel calmer. Having a shared family calendar that everyone uses. Even just agreeing on a simple phrase like, "Hey, let's pause together," can be an incredibly powerful tool to stop stress before it snowballs. Now, for anyone who wants a bit more structure, there's a fantastic approach that uses two key documents. Think of them as living, breathing plans that work together to create a really predictable and supportive home. So here's how these two plans work together. The stress management plan is all about the emotional environment. It helps you identify triggers and map out your go-to co-regulation strategies. Then, the adult daily living support plan is for the practical environment. It's what structures the routines and daily tasks. So, you've got one plan for managing the feeling and the other for managing the doing. See how they fit together? When it comes down to it, adopting co-regulation really asks for a big shift in mindset from the caregiver. It's about moving away from an older model of care and embracing something that's way more collaborative and, honestly, way more empowering. This slide just lays it out so clearly. The old way was often about doing for someone, managing their tasks for them, which, without meaning to, can end up creating dependence. The new way is all about being with them. It means focusing on their emotional state first and then working together to bridge any gaps. The goal isn't just to get the task done, it's to build real autonomy.
So what does it really mean to be with someone in this way? Well, it means taking a second to observe what they need.
emotionally and sensory-wise, before you jump in with a solution. It means grounding them with your own calm. And, this is a big one, it means you have to prioritize your own self-care so you can actually be that regulating force for them instead of adding to the chaos.
Connection precedes correction, and calm precedes capability. This phrase just captures the entire heart of co-regulation, doesn't it? Before you can even think about problem solving, you have to have a connection. And before anyone can access their full skills and abilities, they have to feel calm. It's just this powerful reminder that by making shared emotional safety the #1 priority, we create the foundation for everything else, for real growth, confidence, and well-being.